Futurism was born in Italy during a time of significant evolution, when the entry world of art and culture was stimulated by many important factors like wars, social transformation of people, major political changes, and new technological and communication discoveries, such as the wireless telegraph, radio, airplanes, and the early film cameras. The main elements of futurism were speed, modernity, and innovation, completely breaking with tradition in the past. All these factors completely changed the way people perceive distance and time, bringing continents closer together and creating new connections. A young but already very active Italian poet, Marinetti, was born in 1876 in Egypt. After attending high school, he moved to Italy and settled in Milan, where he began his first literary experience. In 1898, he published a collection of poems inspired by the liberty and symbolist style. In 1909, he wrote the manifesto because he needed to promote a deeper renewal in Italian art and culture, to reconnect with the contemporary reality world which traditional cultural institutions had lost touch with. The prologue of Manifesto is really important because it recounts the events who leads him to write the manifesto and founding the Futurism.
After the prologue, the manifesto is divided into 11 points that are the principle on which futurism is based. Through this point, we'll say that the futurism want seeing the love of danger and energy. We want a life full of adventure and action. To exalt speed, the car represents progress. Beauty is in movement. Art must express dynamism and modernity. Glorify war. War is necessary for the renewal of the world. Defy the past. We want to destroy museums and libraries because they are linked to tradition. To exalt technology and industry, the future belongs to science. We want rebellion and freedom. We reject every rule imposed by society. Exalting the modern man, the individual must be strong and innovative. Writing is a new way. We say goodbye to rigid grammar and experiment with new style. Despise traditional woman. We reject the idea of a woman linked to sweetness and family. Looking all into the future, we want to break with the past and build a new world. War is seen as a something positive and necessary. For them, war was not only a distraction, but a way to renew society. They considered it the hygiene of the world. They believed that we could eliminate old tradition and create something new and modern. For the futurists, violence and conflict were seen as a way to courage, strength, and vitality. In this sense, war was a way to overcome the past and build a more dynamic and energetic future. The desire of the futurists was to move away from the old literature, and this led them to have a new vision of woman that is often negative. In fact, they despised it. They see it a symbol of sweetness and tradition, values that they want to eliminate.
The Futurism give a new vision of society characterized by technological progress. This is made possible by the discoveries of the 20th century, which promoted the development of the country in different aspects. The ideals of the past are overcome and the civilization of the machine and the ideal of speed are promoted. Stillness, which blocks thought and progress, is rejected in favor of aggression, progress and war. One of the key points of the Marinetti's manifesto is the affirmation of technology that transforms material and cultural reality. The machine becomes the symbol of modernity and represents the main ideals of the futurism. These are innovation, modernity, and speed. Technology and industry are exalted, and the machines become the new muses of futurist art, now visible in works of art. New technologies are used to spread the futurist movement with the directly contact with the public. The main way to propaganda were the futurist evenings, theatrical performances that represent the ideals of Marinetti's manifesto. The futurists took a lot of advantages from the technologies and diffused the ideals thanks to mass media, the communication, and the others' new manifestos.
Futurist literature, led by Marinetti, experimented with the new form of writing characterized by words in freedom, onomatopoeia, and fragmented sentence to mimic the chaos and speed of modern society. Futurist literature rejected traditional syntax and aimed for a more direct and instinctive language, as seen in work like Zhang Tum Tum by Marinetti. During the fascist regime, some futurists, including Marinetti himself, supported Mussolini and they shared ideas of strage, war, and power. However, the regime gradually shifted towards a more classical and traditional form of art, causing futurism to lose its influence in Italy. Futurism quickly spread beyond Italy, influencing art, design, and literature in France and Britain, where it inspired movements like Dadaism and Surrealism. In Russia, however, futurists developed a more revolutionary version of the movement, blending poetry, painting, and graphic design to express new political and social ideas. Artists like Vladimir Mayanovsky and Kazimir Malevich used futurism to break away from traditional artistic convention. Despite its political controversies, futurism left an indelible mark on the world of art, design, and culture. Even today, its influence can be seen in graphic design, architecture, and visual communication, proving its revolutionary impact.